limit the intrusion into human freedom and dignity, and we'll do better off.
Get off the phone, you big dope.
All right, let me see here. Let's go to our busy telephones as we say hi to Dianne in California. Dianne, hello.
Hey, Sean.
What's going on?
How are you today?
Oh, I was fine until that last caller. Absolutely fine.
I've been, since it's been a year since Obama's election, and just looking at the clips, YouTube clips and stuff, and just seeing people all excited and joy in their eyes and everything. And then here it's a year later, and just mostly like disappointment and uncertainty. And then I'm looking at the celebration of the Berlin Wall coming down, and there's just like so much excitement and joy, and back then and even now, and all because of Reagan, and it's just what is different.
You know something though, Dianne? Look, here's the deal. People thought that America's better days had passed before Reagan became president. And I want to put this in perspective. I mean, we were at the height of the Cold War. We were being humiliated on the world stage. 444 days, hostages being held in Tehran. We had literally interest rates at 21.5%. We had unemployment in double digits. We had inflation spiraling out of control. We had an economy that was a disaster, far worse than what, quote, Barack Obama inherited. I mean, it literally was. And so we've got a situation where, there are pessimistic people out there. There are people that are worried. But I'm going to tell you something. All that is happening, we saw this with this vote over the weekend, it is literally paving the way for the emergence, and it's happening before our eyes, and we want to look, folks, we want to lead this as much as we can, or at least play as big a part as we can, because we know this is the right philosophy to save America. And that is why you are watching the reemergence of conservatism before your very eyes. That is good for our economic system. That is good for the cause of freedom. That is good for the cause of liberty. And we've just got to make sure that people are as educated as possible so they, in 2010, will make the right decisions, which is why we're putting this website together on Hannity.com so people can go to their districts and see where their candidates stand. So I would be optimistic, be hopeful, because Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid are building this new coalition by forcing their policies down our throat.
And it's a fact that prevent blind faith in people. I just think people need more facts, and more we find out, instead of just being all googly-eyed over these people. I mean, it's just, we don't want history repeating itself.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
well, listen, yeah. I appreciate the call. Thanks for being with us.
Okay.
And call in again, will you?
Thank you.
All right, Dianne. All right, thank you. 800-941-SEAN. Now, one of the things, if you look in context, and a lot of people are raising the question, well, why isn't Barack Obama, why isn't he going to the wall? As Washington Times editorial, Mr. Obama, stay away from this wall. Today marking the 20th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. And then the images of the people of Berlin taking sledgehammers to that wall, standing on top of that wall, celebrating, one of the enduring symbols of freedom's march, the Times called it, the Washington Times. And it marked the beginning of the end of the Soviet Union, which disintegrated 2 years later in the victory of, literally, freedom over communism in the Cold War. But, Reagan, a lot of people forget, the liberals thought Reagan was going to start World War III. The liberals thought Reagan was going to start a nuclear holocaust. Liberals couldn't believe that he was pursuing strategic defense. They couldn't believe that Ronald Reagan was building up our nation's defenses, deploying Pershing II missiles in Europe. They couldn't believe that he was looking for a 600-ship Navy. They couldn't believe that he walked away from Reykjavik. They couldn't believe he actually went to the wall and against his own advisors uttered these now famous words.
General Secretary Gorbachev, if you seek peace, if you seek prosperity for the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe, if you seek liberalization, come here to this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
And the wall came tumbling down, and not long thereafter. All right, 800-941-SEAN is our toll-free telephone number. Carrie Prajana's